Howdy, welcome to another whiteboard video from Resound. I'm Eric.
I'm Chris. What's up, everybody?
He's Chris right there. If you haven't checked these out before, this one's a little bit different than other times. Usually we start with a blank board. I recap something that we've been blogging about or talking about, and then Chris just draws whatever with very little prep. It's kind of stuff. It's entertaining. This time we've done a little more setup because this is somewhat of a complicated topic today. We're going to be talking about what the Beatles made famous. Money can't buy love. But from a marketing standpoint, what we're really saying is you can't just buy customers. If you're really interested in investing in relationships with your customers, it's not just about throwing money at stuff. So, how do you know if your heart is really into the pursuit of love when you're a company? Interesting topic.
Do you love the idea of being in love? Or are you actually in love?
It's deep. Deep.
Are you ready for a relationship? Are you emotionally...
That's a good way to put it. Are you ready for a relationship? So let's tackle three things. These are re-emphasized in our blog with a little bit of a different angle. But the first one we're going to say is being more than just good looking. So let's think about a marketing director who comes into a company and it's first, second day, right? If they look at the marketing budget and first thing is like, hey, we need to increase that by 300% because I know I can just put more money at stuff and make myself look good, that's being all about looks. On the flip side, you could have a marketing director that comes in and goes, you know what, let me back out of whatever the daily ad spend is, whatever we're currently doing. Let me think about this strategically because I actually care about who this organization is speaking to and why they're doing what they do. That's thinking a little bit beyond just the surface. That's thinking about the heart and soul of the organization. So if you're really trying to pursue love without just throwing money at stuff, you got to be more than just about the good looks on the surface, i.e. just throwing money at stuff for the sake of a marketing director's ego. That's not going to get you anywhere.
Yep.
Number two, being sure of yourself. Now, this point is directly speaking to CEOs who, frankly, you cannot be expected to know everything and have your hands in everything in your business if you plan to grow it and scale it. That's why you have marketing directors, so you can be informed of stuff that maybe you just don't know that well. Maybe you're not an expert in marketing. That's okay. But if you're unsure of yourself as a CEO, what you'll keep doing is just spending money on stuff that you've spent it on before because you're just not sure if you should make a leap and make a change, and you're not being informed by somebody who actually has the organization's interest in mind. They might have their own, in which case that actually feeds more insecurity at a leadership level. It's bad juju.
Yeah, so this is a lot about being in control and how do you know you're controlling the process rather than just kind of abdicating it out. Because people either abdicate it out or they try to manage a process they don't understand, or they just don't do it.
Right? Or inaction, which is kind of like just standing there thinking a date's going to come your way. It's probably not going to happen. The third one, now this one's interesting because let's say you've got a marketing director who understands it's not all about looks and they think strategically. And let's say you've got a CEO who's decisive, sure of him or herself, and is action-oriented, and you feel like this is good. But then organizationally, they're just not that into you. Like, they don't share the excitement that the leadership team might have to go do something different. I.e., let's just say you're going, hey, we're throwing money at marketing efforts and it doesn't seem to be getting traction. Maybe we have a brand problem. And the marketing director goes, you know what? Yeah, we actually do. We have kind of a heart and soul problem. And the CEO goes, you know what? I felt that pain. You articulated it really well. I understand. Yes, let's do something. And then the rest of the organization goes, yeah, I'm not really that into it. This is because people generally don't like change, right? So in like a dating sense, if you were trying to pursue love, this would like be going after somebody who's totally different from somebody you pursued in the past, and it takes them a little time to warm up to something different. That's how people in an organization are. Now, the reason for this happening may not have anything to do with the actual people in these positions. It may be a culture problem. It may be a team problem. So there are remedies for all three of these things. And while we're on the branding side, kind of being the branding experts, we actually linked to 3 different resources that you can engage if any of these things are problems with you.
But you have to go to the blog post.
Yeah, you gotta go check it out. Let's see how we did that. Anyway, so if the goal is love, and we know that you can't just throw money at stuff, how do you get that love with customers? We advocate for brand. It starts there, which requires a marketing director who's in touch with it's not just all about the money that you spend on stuff. You have a CEO that's attentive and understands what he or she is good at or not, and is willing to take the advice of an in-tune marketing director and is decisive. And then finally, an organization that is open to the kind of change that a rebrand might bring, because this shouldn't be looked at as a threat. Change could actually be really good and create opportunities when a healthy organization sees it that way. Yep. So there we go. Money can't buy love. Can it buy happiness? I don't know. It's a bigger philosophical question.
It can buy coffee.
It can buy coffee, and on that note, we should get some. Until next time.